think it's working. Good evening, everyone. It's Friday night. Yeah, America. Yeah. Wow, we gotta watch. I think it's like 2 minutes or something before you can say the bad words and not get well, whatever. We're living the dream one shadow ban at a time here. So, welcome to the check, Gonzo. How you doing this evening, man? Any Fourth of July, Independence Day celebration parties planned? Anything going on? We're gonna do a reasonable live here tonight. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too long of a live. We're going to do our thing. And yeah, man, it's hot. It's real hot. It's so hot, I saw a little orange man burst into flames. That's how hot it is. No, it's not quite that hot, but yeah, anybody, Robin Williams fans, Good Morning Vietnam, classic part of that. It does feel that hot here. Yeah, it's been like right up around 100 degrees, if not 100 degrees up here in New Hampshire lately. So yeah, we've been getting the hot weather, something fierce. Everybody's getting it. But yeah, 100 degrees with the humidity in New Hampshire, man, that's hot. That's really hot, man. So is this thing working? Am I broadcasting? Is there audio? Is there sound? Because weirder things have happened. Wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, another Phobos Friday. We're gonna bust out the Phobos knives. Yeah, for those of you that are new, ask questions about the knives. Everybody that's been around here for a while, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, heat wave. Yeah, we can do without it. I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, especially up here in New Hampshire, we're not used to like 100 degrees in New Hampshire is like stupid hot. Like normally we get it like low 80s or something in the summer, mid 80s. But yeah, 100 degrees in New Hampshire with the humidity, it feels like the Gulf side of Texas. Which is, if you've ever been through that sucks. All right, audio and video is good. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a whole bunch of people going out doing their thing tonight. I'm sure there's in the good American cities there's fireworks and things like that, but not in the overrun s-holes. We got some anti-American stuff going on. Like yeah, for some reason they want to celebrate this. Something happened in poo poo country. I mean Somalia, and so they started hoisting up like Somalian flags, like on American soil. And I think they're doing it as like a show of power, like, hey, we're here and whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. If I see a Somali flag, like in place of a U.S. flag for Independence Day, um, I'm going to do, what was it, Vietnam era? What's it called? Zippo raid. Yeah, anybody? I don't know. I heard a lot about them, uncles and stuff like that. But anyhow, yeah, Zippo raid the Somali flag. I don't care. They can ban me for saying that because I'm just sick of us being taken advantage of. But heat index has been 107. Yeah, yeah. Which are you on the Gulf Coast or the West Coast there of Texas, Gonzo? Mrs. B's in the house. How you doing? Hey, beautiful. She's got to get up early in the morning for the work tomorrow, so yeah, we won't be doing any partying. She's gonna get some rest, all that good stuff. So, but yeah, what would Ricky Bobby do? Yeah, we're off to a slow start, but I'm figuring, yeah, hopefully everybody's out there, like living it up, being dangerous and stuff. Yeah, it's all about the snakes and sparklers, right? Anybody, anybody got some sparklers for the Fourth of July? I should have brought some in. Wow, that's an afterthought, right? Yeah, some sparklers for the Fourth of July, man. Those are safe in the house, aren't they? Sparklers. I'm pretty sure I read that on the interweb somewhere. Kapow! Where's everybody at tonight? Like I said, I think everybody's doing the. Yeah, yeah. So you're on the east. Yeah, that's Gulf side there, Gonzo. I know you just moved there a little while ago, but yeah. Um, yeah, they do the same thing in Florida. Like Florida, if it's either Gulf side or ocean side. So yeah, if you're on the Gulf of America, it's the Gulf side. And if you're on the other side, it's ocean side, the Atlantic Ocean there. But yeah, Neil McKenzie, welcome to the chat. How you doing, my man? There's no heat wave for Neil McKenzie like stupid hot is normal where he's at. But but yeah, Neil, how are you doing, my man? We're just chilling out. You know how it rolls. Another Phobos Friday. We're gonna bust out all the Phobos knives. I think we're somewhere it's coming up around like 18 months of doing Phobos Fridays, which I thoroughly enjoy. I still got to get the combat tomahawk there, so maybe that I should just be like, oh, I'll just do that next. I don't know. Um, Anything's possible. Cars ears on. Ground fog. What's happening? Welcome to the chat, brother man. How you doing? It is good to see you. How is the world treating you? Hopefully you're staying out of the heat. That would be a good thing. Oh, I think we got to shift over a little bit. Could use a ruler to make sure this is perfectly straight, but that would be cheating, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, so you're yeah, Neil's got a cold front going through. There are only 102 in Arizona. That's priceless. Everyone loves. Yeah, what? Probably in Bees Live for free stuff. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, everybody loves the free stuff. I don't. I like I don't know. A lot of the stuff like when people do giveaways, I'm like, would I buy that? And then I just wouldn't buy it. So some of it I would just like re-gift to somebody if I actually did win. Like somebody that's more into that stuff than I was. But I want a portable AC. I just roll behind me. Use a laser level. I should, Neil. I should really use a laser level. Get things on. Yeah, that's probably more accurate too. How's it looking from your end? Pretty much on par, right? That's what the cool kids are doing, man. I wouldn't mind a few more Phobos knives. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've got a couple on my list, but um, yeah, I don't. I got to reconfigure YouTube or something because 152,000 views. It can't. I thought it came to $6.93, but it didn't. It only came out to like $1.72. The rest of it was from super chats. So yeah, guys. Yeah, I got to reconfigure. I got to make some changes to make this happen because yeah, 152,000 views is only worth about $7. No, I'm sorry. It's like not even $2, like $1.73. I thought it was 6.93, but like I said, there was some super chats or gifts involved with that. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on how to make YouTube more functional. Yeah, I usually gift my winnings either way. Yeah, Gonzo, that's what I do. I just kind of stopped entering that stuff. Um, yeah, it just I don't know. I watched a bunch of people blaming somebody of like buying subscribers, and then you realize that like most of the people going to this stuff is they're only there for the free stuff. So you're kind of indirectly buying your subscribers, aren't you? I don't know. I do a giveaway on here every once in a while, on the like during a live or something. But a lot of the giveaways that I do, I just do giveaways. I'll just hey, send me your address and I'll send you a little something from the channel. It's fun like that. And I don't have unwanted people here. Like, yeah, the people that just chase around the giveaways, they're out there, they just go from one giveaway to the other giveaway to the other giveaway. I'm sure there's, like, I get tagged on Instagram all the time because they're like, in order to enter the giveaway, you have to tag a friend, which is their way of trying to expand the channel. And yeah, some people were tagging me like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Like, I saw a thing on it on television like 60 Minutes years ago. The cat ladies that would hang around the radio all day and enter all the radio giveaways, and it was kind of like their side hustle. They were like stay-at-home moms who their side hustle was just entering the giveaways. I mean, I think they're an interesting thing, but if you can't have a live without having a giveaway, then what are people really there for? So yeah, more free stuff. So yeah, I think we've got almost my entire Phobos knives lineup here. I think we have the other one. I have one more tier one mini, but it's the Gen 2. We'll try to make room for that there. Which I've been messing around with a little bit lately. I think a great way to save money on knives is instead of buying a whole bunch of knives, like if you have a knife you like in particular, get some different scale sets. Yeah, because this is my tier one mini Gen 2, but this is with the red and black scales with white G10 liners. Don't think there's any money in the tube unless there's a six-figure sub count. Yeah. Well, I know some people that are up there, they do pretty well for themselves. And they're only up like 60, 70,000 subscribers. I guess it depends on what kind of content you're pushing out and, how much people are watching it and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'm not looking to make a killing on YouTube. I just kind of want it to pay for itself. Like, yeah, I'm already like more than a few grand in the hole for YouTube. Like, just like YouTube specific stuff. Like, I have a laptop that's just for YouTube, and then you start getting into some of the cameras stuff. The DJI gimbal and microphones and yeah, tripods and things that you're buying specifically for, YouTube. Um, and that's why I try to stick to like stuff that I have on my channel, as far as any tools or saws, hatchets, water filters, anything like that. I just it's 100% what I would normally carry, what I would normally buy. I don't get into the here's some free Chinesium crap. And in the contract they indirectly like they own copyrights to all your videos and stuff. Like I don't like that stuff at all. And how like I don't know. I wouldn't feel right showing you something that I wouldn't buy myself. Like, oh, here's the latest and greatest, Chinesium, this or that, the bargain banger. There's another flashlight company, Chinesium flashlight company. I get like at least a few emails a week offering like like product sponsorships. Like, here we'll give you this flashlight that retails for $19.88 if you pimp a bunch of videos for us. Are you a chef? No, I'm not a chef. I'm kind of a little. No, I'm not really a chef. No, it like the only chef title I've ever held officially or unofficially is the ghetto gourmet. Yeah, I can take some weird stuff and just make food. I can make a sandwich out of just about anything. But yeah, I'm not a chef. More like a glorified home cook. Um, Chaos Theory, what's happening, my man? How you doing? How's how are things down your way, man? The yeah. So yeah, 4th of July celebrations. Anybody got anything planned or right? Yeah, that's funny. A nice kitchen setup. That's how I get my knives. Like when the missus was like, "What do you need more than one knife for?" It's like, "Well, look into your kitchen knife block. You got a large chef knife, you got a prep knife, you got a paring knife, you got a fillet knife. You've got all these knives that you use in the kitchen, and you're at home in the kitchen. So I would need just as many. So yeah, I have a knife that's really good for survival. I have one that's good for bushcraft. I have an EDC knife. I have a compact EDC knife. Yeah, so the kitchen roll is how you explain to your wife why you need more knives. Um, he makes a mean bowl of cereal. I do, man. Yeah, I make a nice, perfectly temperatured bowl of spaghettios as well. I doctor it up a little salt, pepper, a little hot sauce, a little parmesan there on the top. Yeah, man. Gourmet spaghettios. Serve that up with a side of some nicely sliced summer sausage, and you got yourself a camping meal there. Um, yeah, Gonzo, man, we had a thunderstorm that came through, and wow, man, it was shaking the house. Like it was, man, it was banging right by us. like, yeah, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it got rowdy. But yeah, so sometimes instead of buying another knife, sometimes you can get another set of scales. I think this is my favorite set for this Tier 1 Mini Gen 2 right here because it perfectly matches the sheath here. Kapow. But I was doing different stuff and showing different things here on YouTube, because we're trying to be a YouTuber or whatever the hell they're called. Definitely, I don't know. I don't think a content creator. Yeah, Conjo, I wish I could send rain here. Yeah, man, we haven't. We were complaining about the rain here, and now we're just not getting enough. Like, yeah, we need some rain to cool it off, change things around. Yeah, it is what it is. So, does anybody have plans for tonight? Anybody going out to a little, 250th Independence Day celebration? Maybe, heading out to the bar or a barbecue or something with friends. I mean, I'd like to think it's banging a lot more because I mean, I think it's a big deal. The United States is celebrating its 250th year. I know that there's some of the demon rats out there that they're just refusing. They're like, oh no, it's evil, and they're trying to boost up some of the Somalian crap. But yeah, Cannon, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? You're sleeping. Who? You were sleeping? That, well, it must be that time of year. I don't know, man. I took a nap earlier today. I'm not gonna lie. It was so damn hot. Yeah, it was that hot, man. I was in the bedroom with the air conditioning on, and I'm like, I'm just gonna cool off for a few minutes, and yeah, next thing I know, Mrs. Bushcraft was home. There I am, taking a nap. Lost and Happy channel member, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. It is good to see you. We should. So sometimes when you look at Canon real quick, it reads as crayon. I don't know why, but it just does. Canon, what do you got? You got anything planned for the Independence Day celebration, 250th? You gonna do a barbecue? I mean, for all you guys in Texas, you guys should have brisket on already, or you got your brisket season and stuff. You're gonna put it on like midnight, and it'll be ready for like 2 tomorrow. No, I'm sleeping tonight, not doing anything. Right on. Yeah, did you have a long week at the workplace there? Yeah. So, and the other set of scales I have for that one is the natural micarta with the black G10 liners. But yeah, so I've got 3 sets of scales for one knife. You just switch them out, man. Save yourself a bunch of money on knives and get scale sets or something. You can even go as far as to get custom ones. It's what all the cool kids are doing. I made a crucible last year. Then I just make my own now. Oh, you made a crucible? You make your own knives and stuff, or? Yeah, he got a brisket all ready for tomorrow. Putting it in on 5 o'clock. Be ready about 7 o'clock tomorrow. Right on. There you go, Cannon. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot of people celebrating, a lot of people having a good time, being positive. Definitely really nice. Yeah, one of the perks coming out of the FIFA World Cup, the soccer, football, depends on what you want to call it, where you're from. But yeah, a lot of Europeans are coming here and they're like, wow, we fell for the propaganda. Like Americans do have culture. Americans have some pretty amazing food. Especially the Texas barbecue's been a big hit with the Europeans. But yeah. Have you got a knife? Dave James, I've only got one folder though. Right? Yeah. Still rocking the Spider Coast H5CF, but yeah, man. I love my knife set. I love my Phobos knives. They're a really good time. Yeah, these are really sweet. Um, yeah. Oh, so you make Damascus style knives? Yeah, those are sweet. I love Damascus style knives. Yeah, there's so many ways to make it now, and just so many patterns. I can't even keep track. But yeah, Damascus is some sweet looking steel. Very very nice. Um, I wouldn't mind at some point taking a try at making a knife. That would be pretty cool. Definitely cool. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it definitely grows on you. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy my Spyderco, as you guys know very well. Yeah, I actually love this knife. I love how that, like, yeah, it's lightweight, disappears in the pocket. I'm sure if I got a bigger one, it might be a little different, but um, yeah, my Walmart is out of range dress. Yeah, I think every Walmart's out of ranch dressing now. The Europeans came here and discovered ranch dressing, and they're like, yeah, we're taking some home with us. So I think the best way I've heard it explained is kind of like modern Americans and Europeans are like cousins that had parents that couldn't get along. You know, like our parents couldn't get along, so we never got to play together. And they, oh no, that's just rotten. But yeah, when they finally get together, it's nice to know that Europeans actually have some good stuff to say about Americans in America. And they're kind of like, yeah, we fell for the Kool-Aid, we fell for the propaganda. Like Americans do have culture. They're respectively friendly. At least the genuine Americans. I think we have the same problem in the United States as Europe is having with some of the uninvited entitled guests. So, but other than that, yeah, I think it's great. I don't know, like I've always all the Europeans I've ever met in my entire life, doesn't matter where they're from, England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Germany, they've all been like really, really good people and we've had great times together. But Daniel, how you doing, man? I'm doing well. How about yourself? But yeah, they are selling out of ranch dressing everywhere. It's kind of been a side effect of everything. So, but yeah, it's going good. Does anybody know? Is any place still doing fireworks? I know there's a bunch of places that copped out. They backed out. They're like, oh, we couldn't schedule the fireworks in time with the fireworks maker. It's like, yeah, you only knew about this a few years in advance. Like they just, yeah, they intentionally didn't plan it some places, which is kind of discouraging. But hey, it's letting us know where they're at. So yeah, all the places that aren't putting up U.S. flags and aren't having fireworks and stuff. We know who you are. It always tends to be the specific type. Um, yeah, I went into Walmart today. I needed pepper spray and a collapsible baton. Place was a madhouse. Yeah, my neighborhood they've been lighting off fireworks since the first. They'll probably go to the seventh. Yeah, yeah. My brisket is already dry rubbed. I'm gonna start. Yeah, man, brisket is some next level stuff. I think we got some burgers and ribs and stuff like that. I'm gonna do, but Mrs. B has to work, so I'll probably start getting some barbecue stuff going before she gets out of work, or I'll probably put it in when she goes to work. It'll be ready when she gets home. That'll be awesome. Um, yeah, I haven't had some good Texas brisket in a while. Like, oh, it's been too long. It's been more than a few years. But I'll be there here 12. Yeah, Lost and Happy, if you need any help watching the smoker, let us know. We'll hook you up. Speaking of smokers, man, we need a beverage. I don't know how that doesn't go together, but whatever. What would Ricky Bobby do? Of course, we're gonna. Yeah, it's the Monster Energy because the choice of champions and all that other good stuff. And how does that work? Like, I can't get. I don't think I'm gonna get sponsored by Monster Energy. That just doesn't sound realistic. But if I put it on the video can I write that off as an expense? I'm pretty sure like if it's in the video, I can write it off as a business expense because if that I'll never have to pay taxes again if that's the case. It's good on tacos. I can't have pepper spray. I would be too likely to use it. We need to get some pepper spray and try it out on the channel. Everybody loves those videos. Um, I'd like to get a good um like CS training or something. I haven't done that since back in the army, right? That's always a good time. After you do it a few times, it's no big deal. Cannon's like I just use a little touch of CS to clear my sinuses, right? Cannon, I just fried my bike with a thigh holster that works too. Yeah. I know. Yeah, you can write off sections of your house for business expense. Oh, that's delicious sounding. Um, yeah, like technically, I could write off the square footage. Like I could say I use this entire room just for YouTube, which is predominantly what I use it for now. Either stuff for YouTube or here with my lives and stuff like that. Any of the tabletop stuff. Yeah, I could write off quite a bit. Boondock, what's happening, my man? How you doing? And anything exciting planned this evening, Boondock? Yeah, I'll be here. No, I'll have to go down to Texas so we can do some CS. Yeah, we'll see which one's worse, CS pepper spray or bear spray, right? Yeah, bear cannons. I had a glass of bear spray with my breakfast. I would have to take turns though. I'd want to get some of that too because nothing. Every once in a while you need something to screw up life just so you can appreciate how peaceful it really is. And yeah, a shot of bear spray to the face. Once that's done clearing up, you're like, oh well, yeah. You just kind of embrace the suck. Things have sucked worse than they do now. Like this heat would be no big deal right now if I got blasted with some pepper spray or bear spray this morning. I'd be like, oh, this isn't so bad. It's the wife's car for mail. Yeah, she does. She does do the mail and stuff like that. She was just there today. We we got a package out finally. So I've got another one that I'm gonna send out. I'm just yeah. I gotta wait for the next big YouTube payday. My $100 or so I get every other month, which pretty much goes towards shipping and things like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, bear spray sucks. I got some on my camera filming a video and then touched my face about 3 hours later. Um, I used to throw a little party, hot wing party, and it was like free hot wings for everybody, like buffalo wings, whatever you want to call it. But the rule is you had to wear all white, like white t-shirt, white pants, whatever, white shirt, didn't matter. You had to wear all white, and there was no napkins, no paper towels, no wet wipes, none of that stuff allowed. You just kind of had to, do it the old-fashioned way, and we would make like a few hundred wings and just like all different. It was kind of like a non-franchise version of Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. We just made a whole bunch of maybe like a dozen or so different recipes and grilled them all up, deep fried some of them, toss the wings in a bowl. But yeah, you had to wear all white, no napkins, no paper towels, no wet wipes was the rules, and good times were had by all. We finally gave in. It's like, all right, wash your hands if you go to the bathroom. Yeah, you don't need to feel like you caught the clap. We're just trying to enjoy some hot wings. So, yeah, Cannon would just wipe his face with the taco, and yeah, been sprayed twice, not cool, but the taser was shitty. Yeah, I think the taser would probably be worse. Something about I don't know. Cannon's probably taser proof too. It's an occupational side effect. I got zapped a couple times. I was apprenticing for my electrician's license, which I ended up ditching because I was too busy skydiving. But yeah, The shock therapy will mess you up real quick. Where's the worst zap I ever got? And I don't know, like, it's just absolutely stupid. I was wiring a breaker box, and they only have like a flathead on the terminals there, and I was turning the flathead, and I was kind of in a rush, and of course, like the flathead slipped off like rookie thing, and I just laid the shaft of the screwdriver went across everything, and it was just, bzzz, and then my boss kind of kicked me to the ground, which was a good thing. But yeah, that was one of the moments I was like, yeah, maybe not everybody's cut out to do everything. Maybe skydiving is actually safer for me than being an electrician. Yeah, the prompts suck. Cons, have you learned that no means no? No, that's funny. Yeah, Gonzo, have you been told it? Yeah, no means no or pepper sprayed. Um, yeah, my ex girlfriend was a police explorer. I used to play test dummy for them to pepper spray and take. Yeah, yeah, that's just I don't know. I don't know why we do these things to ourselves. It's kind of fun, but take pepper spray, put it on someone's boxer shorts, let it dry, and then carefully fold it back and put it on their underwear. Oh, Cannon, that's horrible, man. I've done some horrible things too. But yeah, that's horrible, man. That's but I'll match you with that. I had somebody that was stealing my beers out of my fridge in the barracks. That like we kind of like left our rooms unlocked all the time, and somebody kept going in before me, and like drink like I would only throw a 6 pack in there once in a while, and they were drinking a bunch of my beers, and I was like, geez, at least ask, be polite. And so one of the things that we carried in the CLS, the combat their CLB combat lifesavers bag, was Ipecac. So I cracked open a beer and dumped the Ipecac in the beer, and yeah, about like a half hour later, we found out who was stealing my beers. So yeah, they ended up pounding the Ipecac and then projectile vomiting everywhere, and it'll be like, well, you just learned some manners there. No, nobody wanted to fess up to it. I asked who's drinking my beers, and yeah, that's how you find out. I've seen modern like now that there's social media and stuff. I've seen people that put like ghost pepper, like somebody's stealing their lunch at work, so they'll put some like ground up ghost pepper in their lunch. So when they steal it, it's no worries. I was a little shit growing up. Um, oh, Amelia, thanks. Yeah, these are all they're Phobos knives, for operators by operators. Made in the USA. Of course, we're going to celebrate America's 250th. We're going to bust out our favorite American knives. I do this every Friday, though. But yeah, Phobos Knives is out of Tennessee, owned by Eric Hansen. He's a retired career Army veteran of 22 years. He served as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic, and now he's the owner and designer, the main guy. He's the guy. It's his knife company, Phobos Knives. Awesome, awesome customer service. Great knives, all around great guy. Not a huge, he's not trying to sell you 500 models. He's got what you need. But yeah, yeah, definitely happy 250th everybody. I hope it brings a little bit more patriotism to the American people. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm cooking some beer braised chicken kebabs right now. I seldom drink beer, but love cook. Yeah, yeah, you're not kidding, Boondock. That's some good cooking there. Like yeah, beer battered onion rings, beer battered fries. Yeah, you can definitely cook some stuff. Yeah, pretzels, soft pretzels as well. You can do like um, a beer cheese. Yeah, man, there's lots of stuff you can cook with beer. America, fuck yeah. Oh, I don't know what he's got going on there. Yeah, I think we got like ribs and burgers and some stuff planned for tomorrow, or at least I do. Yeah, I love cooking ribs. It's so much fun. I like nowadays. I find exceptional pleasure and cooking any type of pork products. I don't know why. Haram, haram. Yeah, will most definitely be some pork. In fact, I used to buy like the beef hot dogs. The Cayenne beef hot dogs. But now I'm like, oh, I gotta, I'll get the beef and pork because it's just better. Bacon has a much better taste to it as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's something special. Yeah, what brand? Oh, they're FOBOS knives. FOBOS, for operators by operators. They're it's out of Tennessee, owned by a veteran, Eric Hansen. He's a retired Green Beret of 22 years. So yeah, the model, left to right. This is a Tier One Mini in CPM 154 CM with orange G10 liners and OD Micarta scales. And then we've got a couple of the Tier 1 minis. This is a satin finish. The other one has a PVD. Both have the same thing, orange G10 liners with OD Micarta scales. This model here is the Calcula in CPM S35 VN steel. Has about a 4-inch blade on it. This one has got red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales, PVD coated. Man, what's on my blade there? Someday before I start a live, I'm gonna wash every one of my knives, and there won't be a. We'll have perfect knives. But yeah, the next model up. This is the Tier One BC. This is like the ultimate bushcraft survival knife, in my opinion. It's made out of Magna Cut. It's got a ferrocium rod notch here, bow drill divot. This has got red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. Great weight, great balance. It's got a finger choil you can choke up on it. Yeah, great knife all the way around. Probably, yeah, the Tier 1 BC is my grab one and run. These two knives here with the scales, this is a custom set that Eric Hansen made for me back in like 2019. This is a Tier 1 Mini Gen 2 custom. I've actually got 3 sets of scales for it, and I've got a custom leather set and stuff as well. This one is in CPM 154 CM. The larger one here, this is the Tier 1C in CPM 3V, convex grind, 0.25-inch spine. It's also got the ferro rod on there, which I thoroughly enjoy. But like I said, this is as a custom set that was made for me. I've got a couple extra scales. This is red G10 liners with chocolate brown micarta. And this is a same thing. It's black G10 scales with natural micarta. And then the last knife here on the end, this is the Alaris in CPM 3V. Nice big knife. I use this like 99% in my kitchen. This is the slicey, dicey, chop it up, julienne, whatever. I do like everything I do in the kitchen now. I just use this one knife. Yeah, it's in CPM 3V with black G10 liners and ivory micarta. And that's pretty much, other than the trainer, which I also have a trainer for the Tier 1 Mini with Kydex sheath. It's ambidextrous. You can actually, instead of it being riveted, it's got like a Chicago screw in there. You can take them apart, and you can flip the easy clip to the other side. It has like 3 options, so vertical, or you can put a canter in it, but it's a non-beveled trainer. So if you wanted to, work on your draw, things like that. Yeah, I bet it's actually everything is good. Yeah, everything is better with bacon now, Gonzo. Yeah, absolutely. And I want to get a dog too, because that seems to be upsetting certain people. So it's like, yeah, you're not going to tell Americans like, oh, you can't own dogs anymore. That's not happening. That's not going to fly. You should do a torture test on one of them to see how they hold up. Dave James, I'll never do a torture test. I think that's some of the biggest bunch of bunk on YouTube going on. Like, yeah, hey, Cannon, well, your whole time in the Marine Corps, did you ever have to cut a frying pan in half with your knife? Did you ever have to cut a cinder block in half with your knife? Yeah, that just like their destruction tests. I'm not going to destroy my stuff for 12 cents per thousand views. Yeah, and I think that's like it's great what they're doing. Look at me break a knife. Anything made by mankind can be broken. Doesn't matter what it is, it can be broken, and that's all people are doing is just breaking knives to be like, oh look, clicks and views, clicks and views. If you know, there's the right tool for the job, and that's how I roll. I've broken enough knives. Like I just, yeah, I don't know. I just, hey, if I'll tell you what, if somebody wants me to break a knife, email me for my address. Send me your knife. I'll break your knife that you invested money into, and then we'll have a good time with that instead. But yeah, I'm not doing some torture test or destruction test or any of that stuff with my knives. I think it's foolish. If you use a knife like a knife and it's well made, it should last you a lifetime. Um, I have trainers for my yeah, Bando. That's a solid plan. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, with this is a trainer as well. Yeah, non beveled trainer. So if you're working on your draw or something like that, you're not IWB or from a pocket. You're not slicing your stuff up in the process. But but yeah, Bando, same thing, all your years in the Marine Corps, did you ever have to cut a frying pan in half? Did you ever have to cut a cinder block in half? Did you ever have to cut steel cable in half, like batoning through like 2-inch steel cable? Yeah, I just don't buy into that stuff. It's just, I don't know. I put it right up there with the creepy First Amendment auditors and stuff like that. You're just kind of trolling for views. I get it, like, the knives have been tested. They've been tested quality control. They've been tested for design. Why we have to break them all the time is beyond my comprehension. But I understand it. It's like the wow factor. The hey, look, I broke a knife. Look, yeah, and they've done like that. Joe X guy has done it to every knife. Like I can take a knife and put it in between two steel blocks and smash it with a sledgehammer, and eventually it's gonna break. It's gonna bend. It's gonna do something. But in a real world application, when are you doing that? Just like another Joe X thing. Like yeah, I've stabbed the car how many times? Like, hey, once again, Cannon Bando. Like, and Marines are infamous for breaking stuff. Have you ever had to stab a car 37 times with your knife? Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, not even razor wire, exactly. Yeah, what do you use for razor wire? Like cable cutters or wire cutters or something. Um, yeah, I don't buy into the YouTube fake stuff. And yeah, some are like yeah, if you want to baton some wood, if you're gonna do some feather sticking, if you're gonna, build some type of trap or something like that, you're gonna build a lean-to shelter. That's the kind of stuff you're gonna do with these tools. Yeah, there'll be no cinder block cutting, no cutting frying pans in half, which I think is just stupid. Yeah, I'm not gonna tap it into a tree and use it as a step and do a bounce test on it. It's not a rock climbing bashy or something. It's a knife. It's a slicing and poking tool. That's what I'm going to use it for like the appropriate materials. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Lost and happy. Yeah, I have other tools for that. Like use the right tool for the job is the ultimate thing. And like I said, I'm definitely getting away from. I'm not going to do any of the YouTube destruction tests or until it breaks or what. It's just you can break anything. In fact, the sledgehammer that you use to break the knife, you can break the sledgehammer. So if you're going to break the knife, we might as well just go all the way and break the sledgehammer too. And yeah, um, yeah. Why use a knife when I own an angle grinder? Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like what are you actually going to use it for in an outdoor scenario? And let's go ahead and use it for that. I'm never getting into the YouTube. Like, I'm not going to sit there and slam a knife, like, I'm going to tip test it and slam the knife in. And if I do get the tip of the knife in, I'm going to go back and forth and work it out. Like, with the, yeah, I'm not going to, like, pry bar it Like, yeah, eventually you will break stuff, but yeah, I just not a chance I'm buying into that. Um, and that's the whole thing. Even with these knives here, you can find torture tests or destruction tests that people have done on these knives. Like it's already been done. It's played out. It's kind of I don't know. Um, I suppose if I wanted to make a company look like trash, I could go full Joe X on it and be like, look, I broke your $600 TRC knife. You're getting ripped off. Look, I broke your $500 knife. And yeah, whoop de ding dong. Like, use it for what it's actually meant for and you won't break it. In a way, I think you're kind of a tool. You know, it's like those people that go around, they have a specific name for them. The content creators or influencers that go around and harass people like in the grocery store, looking for a reaction thing. They'll push things that are borderline. They'll cause arguments and stuff like that. Like rage baiting. I think that's what a lot of these YouTubers do. Like Joe X isn't. I don't think there's really a lot of scientific research going into his testing and experimenting. I think it's rage baiting. I think it's just a bunch of rage baiting. Yeah, what's the point of having tools and being well, see, that's the whole thing, Dave James, is that's a confusion. It's not about being afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to use it as it's designed to be used. What you're referring to with that stuff, and when I was specifically Joe X, is not you. It's not the fear of using it. It's there's no need to misuse it. Makes sense, right? Like, can your car survive a crash into the wall? It's been tested for that, right? So, are you going to buy a car and go crash it at 60 miles an hour into a concrete wall to make sure it can do what they advertised it would do? I don't think so, my guy. And that's the same thing with knives. Like, yeah, misusing a knife until it breaks is not the same as being afraid to use it. Substantial difference there. Yeah, the guy just has a bunch of yeah. The guy has a bunch of broke knives, and yeah, the testing thing, like yeah, I use all my knives for what knives are designed to be used for. And when you're buying heirloom quality knives, and you're rotating between a bunch of them. Yeah, I beat the snot out of my knives. Regularly baton my SRKC with a rock. I know I'm a heathen. Oh, right on. Hey, One Armed Bandit, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. How's your 4th of July weekend going? So, yeah, so I guess that's the best analogy that I have when it comes to like destruction testing your knives or something like that. Yeah, your car is designed to hit a concrete wall at 60 miles an hour. They've tested it. So are you going to take your car out there and drive it into a wall at 60 miles an hour just to make sure it does what they say they did? Yeah, neither am I for that matter. So yeah, I don't get into the yeah, that nasty testing stuff. But yeah, so that's how I feel about that. Any questions? Yeah, I am not a fan of that testing stuff. Yeah, just like a sharpness thing. Like, how sharp can this knife be? It's like it doesn't matter. It's how sharp can you get that knife? Like everybody's skill levels are different ends. So yeah, proving that somebody on YouTube can get a knife razor sharp doesn't mean you can as well. So. But yeah, practice those sharpening skills and you'll get there. I personally don't need knives that are insanely sharp, just sharp enough to get the job done. Yeah, it's like my buddy uses his impact gun for a hammer all the time and then wondered why the battery broke. Wrong, cool, wrong job. Yeah. Yeah, there's a big difference between using it and then abusing it. Yeah, exactly, Cannon. Yeah. Um, and that's where I draw the line. Like, my focus is on just long term normal use. Like what your average person is going to use the knife for over term. Yeah, no destruction tests, whatever. But hey, if you want me to, like I said, if you want me to destroy a knife, go ahead, send it in. I'll destroy a knife on your dime. But yeah, I'm not gonna go broke doing YouTube so I can break all my knives. Like then I'll have no knives. It's kind of stupid. No, no, I take that. But it's not kind of stupid. It absolutely is 100% stupid. So, yeah, I'm just not going to destruction test knives. I know some people are going to be like, but yeah, whatever. Get over yourself already. Um, yeah, it depends on how long you strip it. Or yeah, yeah, you got to strop it for a long time. Strop it real good. Strop it like it's hot. And it's my knife. I'll strop it as fast and as often as I want to. Stropping is so much fun. Anybody strop their knives lately? Strop their knives like for real, real. Um, DFH, what's happening, my man? How you doing? It's been a minute. Um, well, it's well, but man, it's hot. It's extremely hot. It's like for New Hampshire, this is stupid hot. Like we've been at the 100-degree mark all week, and I think the humidity's gone up even higher than that. But yeah, yeah. How are things in your neck of the woods? Probably hot. It's hot everywhere. It's so hot. I saw little orange men in robes burst into flames. It's that hot. No, you probably can't say that. I don't know. Everybody send your Gerbers to Tom. I know. Yeah, yeah. Send all the Gerbers. Uh, I'll use my flashlight. It'll just be like chink chink. Like they'll just break every time I hit it with a little flashlight. I could probably break a Gerber with my micro stream. Just oh no, he's bashing on the Gerbers again. I am, and I'm not sorry either. I strop almost every night just to be me. um, yeah, hot as hell here in Rhode Island. Yeah, Ray's place. You're not kidding. It's hot as hell here in New Hampshire. We're not used to it either. We didn't sign up for this weather. Like if you're out in Nevada, Arizona, something like that, and you're like, "Oh, it's hot here," it's like, yeah, because you're in the desert. Everybody knows this. But in New Hampshire, it's supposed to be like mediocre, you know? Like, oh, it's a scorcher here. Today it was 81. That's what we're supposed to be saying. Not like this is the fifth day in a row it's been 100 degrees. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is, right? Like I even do Florida in the winter. Like, oh, whoops. Hey, yeah, so if anybody texted me or anything or messaged me, whatever you want to call it this week, I got it. I had my sound on. I just shut it off, but I got to remember to turn it on after the live. Um, yeah, Pando said it. It went super that route when they started sponsoring Bear Grylls. I mean, like you just yeah, that was the end of Gerber forever. But yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Miss B, I told you Cannon finally called me, right? Yeah, yeah. He said, yeah. It it almost went to Jarhead. If I would have filled it out, but anyhow, yeah, I won't get into that too much. Yeah. Well, no. Gerber back in like like 80s and 90s made some decent stuff. It wasn't great, but it was decent. And it just like most things they sold out overseas and the quality just went downhill with it. But yeah, back in the day when you could grab a Gerber Gator at the PX for 20 bucks and if you got a solid year out of it, you were good. Well, it wasn't bad at all. Um, the cat's living better than me. The cat's in the AC with Mrs. B. I'm in here like I got a sauna going. It's working out good for the weight loss though. Uh, yeah, the man cave has doubled as a sauna for the last week. But yeah, yeah. You mean the SAS Royal British Marine and Survival Guru of the Irish British Isles? Yeah, yeah. That guy Cannon, the one that flies a student parachute and acts like he's a hotshot and offers like horrible advice. Like you're in a survival situation rather than going around this waterfall and stuff like that. We want you to take a vine and swing across it. Like yeah, the last like it's like take a high risk. Yeah, it just nothing he ever really taught made sense. A lot of it, yeah. And then, yeah, the same guy that was like, oh, I stayed out in negative 80 million whatever degree temperature, but he was staying at a five-star hotel and eats bugs, he would say, but then he'd be dining in a restaurant. Yeah, it was all just, made for television trash. You got a cradle and silver spoon, too. I like the old Gerber Gator, but never understood why the paraframe became so popular. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nine out of 10 times he's like, and you got to drink your own urine. Like, no, yeah, no, not really. No, you don't. Um, yeah, that cat. Well, he was giving me dirty looks earlier and everything, and then apparently, I got some M&Ms. Mrs. B said the cat's gonna spit my M&Ms. I'm like, that'll be the end of that cat. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. What else does he say that's bad? Just like who's that other guy, Nitzel Nuts there that worked with Dave Canterbury, right? What was that guy? The hippied out survival wannabe guy. That guy. Um, oh, I caught part of the episode because I got friends that watch this crap and they're like, dude, what do you think of this? And so yeah, they had me watch the one where what's his name, Cody something. It was his name, Cody, whatever. Yeah, they're in the middle of a blizzard. There's like 2 feet of snow, and he's gonna go like barefoot. It's like, oh, all of a sudden, this human being thinks he's immune to like the laws of physics and science, and yeah, I'm gonna go barefoot in a blizzard because I can't get hypothermia. There's no way I'm above frostbite. Like, I don't think that physics are really gonna pass you over, dude, because you got some silly little wind chime around your neck. Um, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Cody London. Yeah, I'm just not gonna wear shoes. I got tons of friends in Florida that don't wear shoes. I think it's more like an economical reason than it is stylish. They're just like, why buy shoes if I don't have to? That's like a couple of skydives right there. But yeah, yeah, the fact that he thought he was going to go out into a blizzard and play Mister, yeah, I'm super survival guy, but yeah, you're not going to get frostbite. And then I don't know what he did. He wrapped his underwear around his feet or something. Yeah, you should have just brought some good quality wool socks, maybe a wicking layer, and some quality boots, buddy, and you would have had a nice little trip. I wear fucking shoes. Bando all the time or sometimes, or do you wear the flip flops? Or you like do you like to pretend you're Australian and be like, I'm wearing thongs? Um, yeah, Cody London, he's a hippie. He's not only a hippie, but I think that stuff just got dangerous. Like you've got people reciting it like it's gospel, you know? Like, oh yeah, yeah, Cody did this and Dave Canterbury did that and Bear Grylls said, yeah, I should build a rope out of these vines here and swing across the ravine because, I got to make it back to safety. And a lot of stuff they were filming, if you look, they call them out on it. They're like you can see roads from where they're at. If you just turn the camera around, you can see roads. Um, yeah, Dave. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dave Canterbury lied about his resume. He said he was like an Army SEER instructor, and they found out later on that he wasn't. But yet people still accept him for whatever trash reason. I don't know, but I know. But I am grateful to those guys because they do make for some great humor. You know what else I think is one of the biggest bunk things on YouTube? Whoops. I broke it, man. That wasn't supposed to work that way. Cannon, look what you did, man. Cannon's the reason why we can't have anything nice around here. And your fault too, Bando. So these damn jar heads are rubbing off on me. I'm starting to break stuff. But here we go. This is my biggest pet peeve on YouTube. Everybody's pimping these things. I guess the only perk is it's not expensive, but this is absolute shite. The Altoid survival tin, man. Because if it wasn't for my Altoid survival tin, I never would have survived that situation. Said no one ever. Right? This is what I keep in mind. I got mine filled to the top with hopium. You can't see it, but it's really in there. That's a bunch of bunk. Like this is my Antarctic Altoid tin survival kit. Like that's the biggest bunch of bunk going out there. Um, yeah, remember he's been in the wild for so long. He trained his cells to deal with heat and cold. Yeah, yeah, that. Yeah, you Cannon knows what I'm talking about, and I think it's one of those things where yeah, Crocs 90%. Long live the Crocs, man. Oh, the first thing I think of when people say Crocs is idiocracy. If you know the story behind Crocs and idiocracy, then yeah, it all makes sense. But yes, so, yeah, I have a veterans group I started in my area, been keeping me busy. Yeah, that'll tie up a bunch of your time there, Bando. Yeah, disrespect your. Yeah, the Rock Marines stripped the tree of bark and made a rope out of it and thought it was a 100-foot bridge. I was not going down that rope. um, yeah, if you only have an Altoid tin to survive on, you don't deserve to be out in the first place. Exactly. Yeah. Or yeah, just here's your Darwin Award. Like if you're going out there like intentionally, like if you're going off in the woods hiking and stuff like that, like you should have the essentials for the environment you're going into. And it varies a lot depending on region and all that other stuff. Um, yeah. Um, but when you absolutely positively need to destroy it overnight, that's what the Marine Corps is for. Just here, we need. You see that city? We don't want that on the map anymore. Send in the Marines. It'll be gone by morning. Yeah, I do the medicine. Yeah, well that's the whole thing, Chaos. That's a fire kit. It's like a supplement within your kit. It's not like the entire, like I've got 10 feet of fishing line and two fishing hooks and a razor blade and two band-aids and like those type of. Well, I don't know. I guess they were popular for a while. I watched a few of them. I'm like, come on, get out of here. Like if I'm going out there, if I'm going off road, I'm going off road. I'm taking whatever I need based on the environment that I'm in. And I've always carried a full size fixed blade knife. And people, well, how do you do that? I'm like, oh yeah, I carry it in my backpack. Like, yeah, not always on the belt, but my Exotac convert out of me. Ordered the Match Vault XL and the lighter case. Nice, Boondock. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't order the green though, right? Because for some reason they get the green screwed up all the time. But other than that, like yeah, Exotac is great stuff. I thoroughly enjoy it. Their OD is a little off. Sometimes it's a lot off. But do you have Murray's or any? Oh, what's that? Mares? Or any recommendations? I have the picture of me wearing it in Iraq. Um, yeah, how many mods did you assign? Hey, Polar, the guys that are mods in this live, they're like friends of mine. Except for Mrs. Bushcraft, I'm actually sleeping with her. But the rest of them are friends. Yeah. Yeah. Boondock's been over. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how many mods I have, but it's good. The more mods I have, the more friends I have. So that's even more awesome. Um, yeah, OT for both, but I don't care if it doesn't go. Well, Boondock, if you end up getting them, maybe we'll compare it. Maybe like we'll be able to do a matching set of mismatches. Like yeah, I've got some lighter color. Like yeah, here's a great example. These are both a nano spark. Like you can see the difference. This is like their regular OD, and this is I don't know. It's all supposed to be like OD or olive, but yeah. This one I ordered direct from Exotac, and this is what they shipped me. And this is one that I ordered from another company, which is still it's an Exotac. It came in their, blister pack, retail display, all that stuff. But yeah, just to, well, yeah, it's crazy. Like even you can, if you get close, like you can see the difference for sure. Look at that. That's high quality photo there. We're like really live streaming high quality stuff here. Look out, Asmongold. We're gonna take over the next slot. Like you know we're successful because I'm gonna have Joe Rogan on the show someday. That wouldn't that be a hoot, huh? Maybe not. Being unusual and bizarre. Do you recommend any MREs? Yeah, MREs are great, man. They have their place. Um, I don't know. You can get good deals on them. Actually, Chaos Theory. What's the place you go through? Yeah, you can get some good deals on them. I'm not a fan of MREs because yeah, we had to eat them in the army, so sometimes they just suck. I'd rather go with like freeze dried. It's lighter weight. You do have to boil water or something, but I'd rather have to do that. Um, no MRE World, they sent me a shitload of crap. Oh, what they send you, Bando? Was it like not good? Like isn't it like expired or something like that? Or was it just all the menus that nobody wanted? Yeah, they remind me of the birth control glasses in shoe from because you're not gonna get laid wearing them. Fuck y'all, I wear Crocs around camp all the time. Bando, maybe. I mean, sorry, not Bando. Boondock. Maybe that's why you're not getting any, man. Especially if you're wearing Crocs with socks, right? Isn't that like sacrilegious or something? Crocs with socks. That's like wearing Tevas with socks. But I actually I wear Tevas with socks, man, because I had a bad experience rock climbing once. Um, yeah, it was like a early spring. We went up to Cannon Mountain, New Hampshire, and I did the approach in my Tevas, and that was kind of like the first time my feet had really seen sun since the fall. And I got like severe sunburn on my feet, minus where the Teva straps were. And yeah, I couldn't wear shoes for like a week. It was really bad. I'm walking around barefoot all the time. It was a little goofy. So yeah, I guess it's okay to wear socks if you just don't want to get sunburned like in a goofy way like that. I prefer the Quicksilver all rubber slides. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Chaos. Yeah. No tobacco or other things. The MRE world sent me fake MREs. No kidding. I'm a friend. Oh, I feel special. Oh, Cannon, you're the special kind of special. We appreciate you, man. We really do. With that, we'll do a quick lesson. Um, how to train your jarhead. Well, all you need is a few of these. You got to find out the right color, and like if you behave, you can have these after the live ends. If not, I'm giving them to the Navy. Um, Bando, we gotta. I'm sorry, man. I don't have any green ones. I apologize. We're usually more accommodating than that. Also I've got right now is red. So, but it'll be a hoot. You and Cannon can fight over them. Good luck. You don't say that. Um, we're the hockey helmet like the window special. Yeah, yeah, it's a Protect, man. If you behave, we'll give you a sticker. And can't Cannon wearing a Protect look in the window. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Um, I wear Crocs every day. No socks. Get the deer ones. They have an extra layer of spongy rubber inside, so comfy. It's for the Marines. You don't get the squids. Oh, yeah, the seagoing bellhops are speaking up, but yeah, Dave James, have you seen the expensive Crocs? There's collectible Crocs out there. There's like Western cowboy boot style Crocs that people are like, yeah, I'm not even kidding. They're like $300 or $400. There's collectible Crocs out there like going for insane money. But yeah, the movie Idiocracy at the time, Crocs weren't even like nobody even really knew what they were, and that's why they ended up in the movies because they're like, oh, that's some goofy stuff people would probably buy in mass. And yeah, shortly after Idiocracy came out, then yeah, Crocs became popular. You see them everywhere. They are a little bit comfy, but I don't know. I'm not. I'm more of a Tevas kind of person than Crocs. Yeah, don't give out bus drivers Corolla. I'm cheap. I got the Walmart rip-off Crocs and rip-off Woodland camo. Oh, Boondock, you are being frugal, frugally savvy, something like that. We'll roll with that. Oh yeah, so those joining the chat, I know some of you have shown up recently. What do you guys got planned for America's 250th Independence Day? Like, happy birthday, America! What are you grilling? Are you cooking? Are you kicking back a couple of cold ones? No drinking Bud Light though. I think I'm still boycotting that because y'all know what they did. So yeah, there'll be no Budweiser, which is yeah, it's crazy, but yeah. What's everybody drinking? I'm rocking the Monster Energy, of course. Yeah, some would say those plastics and petrochemical derivatives against your skin are not good. Something to look into. Ground fog, you're right. And they're trying to figure out the same thing with a lot of the other products that they make. Yeah, a lot of them are like petroleum byproducts. But yeah, the synthetic clothing, Gore-Tex, things like that. Like Gore-Tex takes forever to like decay and go away. So yeah, there's a lot of question about a lot of the synthetics. Yeah, having that stuff rub against your skin all the time, like introducing microplastics and byproducts and weird stuff. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Neil's doing the normal, yeah, groceries and laundry tomorrow. Um, yeah, Marines eat crayons and Navy put them up their butt. Hopefully, not in that order. That's weird. um, yeah, breaking camp after breakfast tomorrow and bumming around trying to find trout is my plan. Well, Boondock, I hope you find some trout, my man. That would best of luck with your fishing endeavor. But yeah, a bad day of fishing is still better than a good day at work. Yeah, in Afghanistan, the Taliban all had Gore-Tex. Yeah, I'm sure we probably paid for all that Gore-Tex too. Sad but true. Yeah, we probably. I'm pretty sure we paid for everything that the Taliban has at this point. Like, yeah, they've even got Black Hawks and Humvees and yeah, good old Beijing Biden there. What was it? Something like $900 billion worth of military equipment. Shit, I wore Gore-Tex tops and bottoms. Yeah, Cannon. We had it in the army as well. Uh, yeah, we were wearing the Gore-Tex. Yeah, what is it? Extreme cold weather care system. Yeah, multi-layer system there. The stuff was going for top dollar back in the day, though, and we used to take like warrant. Like you could go. I don't know if I should say this on the. But anyhow, man, you could go down to like Victory Drive outside of Fort Benning, and you could go to one of the Army surplus stores and buy this old dogged out raggedy Gore-Tex jacket, and then you bring it back and you DX it for a brand new one. You know, like, oh, my jacket wore out. You know, I got to exchange it for a better one. And then you go back down and sell it brand new in the plastic. Um, yeah, there was a lot of that going on back in the 90s. Gear Adrift. Chaos, that's what you're drinking, Arizona green tea. Neil, what do you're usually drinking something interesting, like some type of spritzer water or something. What are you drinking? If you drink enough beer, you can have sex with twins. Yeah, Bando, facts is facts. If I was to get a pair of Crocs, I want the Lighting McQueen ones because they have headlights. They have Crocs with headlights. That wouldn't surprise me. They've got yeah. I'd like to see the price tag on those too. Yeah. One of the problems with Gore-Tex is that you can't get. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You can't get near heat. That stuff just like has an extremely low melting temperature. Like the melting point on Gore-Tex is ridiculous. It got so bad, like a lot of people, they had like the GP small tents, And then they'd have the potbelly stove in the center. You could go in there and warm up during training and stuff. And some people would just sit too close to it, and like, you could tell who did because they'd have like giant holes in the knees, the front of the shins and stuff. They'd get too close to the potbelly stove, and the stuff would just melt. Like, oh, and it happened so fast. Um, yeah, if you're drinking Bud Light, you won't judge if you're making the transition. You got to wonder if they're putting stuff in that. Just like the meds that the Transformers are taking. I think it's like some next level MK Ultra stuff. It's a little too coincidental. They keep flipping the psycho switch and going out doing mass shootings and stuff. Yeah, maybe there's some advanced form of MK Ultra that we're not aware of that's getting in their whatever gender transforming medications or something, because they just busted another one, right? Like in Las Vegas, another transformer was going to go out and blast everybody. And they had to have at least a $200,000 arsenal. It just didn't fit. Like, yeah, they actually had a Ma Deuce, like Browning M2. They had a Browning M2. And those are going for like $50,000 up, what, $5 a round with, hundreds and hundreds of rounds. They had an M203, and I don't think, I'm pretty sure it was like a 40 millimeter, like class 3. It's all ridiculous. Do you have a Leatherman rebar? I just ordered one and a micer for my chest rig. Retiring my Leatherman PST. No, Boondock, I don't have a rebar. I EDC the Wave Plus, and then I have the Surge is kind of like my off the pavement one. But yeah, I've got the Wave Plus. I carry it in the pocket just about every day. So I have looked. I think a good combo for like the rebar. Like, yeah, if you were to do the same thing, like I've got the Wave Plus and the Surge, I would do like the rebar and like the Super Tool 300M or whatever it's called. That would be a pretty sweet. But yeah, the rebar is pretty popular. The only one that I think is really gimmicky is the Signal. Yeah, the Signal, the Leatherman Signal. It's the one with that little micro ferrocium rod and stuff, and it just kind of, I don't know why I bought 3 of those Leatherman Signals, and they were all gifts, and I was kind of like, well, I mean, they're kind of great if you're never gonna really rely on that stuff too much, but yeah, it just wasn't my thing. It just felt like that little ferrocium rod that they put on there just turned the whole thing gimmicky for me. It's like, oh, now you're trying too hard to call it a super survival tool or something, and I just, yeah. I like my Surge, but it's a little, yeah, I don't know, man. It works great in my chest rig. It's a great fit. I've got that Hill People Gear 57 pouch in there, and everything just fits in that just beautifully. So, yeah, she's gonna. What she means to say is she's gonna watch her Who's Done It in peace tonight. I don't know what damn show she's been watching. It's a Who's Done It show, but it's got Lieutenant Dan in it. Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump. Lieutenant that guy. I don't know what his name is in the Who's Done It show that she's watching, but yeah, I don't like the look of the Signal. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it'd take, like, if you cranked on it, I think you'd bend up the signal a lot as well. I know one of the only other like major tool I've been looking at, I would consider getting from Leatherman, I think, is the Mutt. Like not the EOD version, but the regular version. I like, does anybody know an alternative use for a C4 spike? Anybody? I just maybe you could grind it down to do something else. But yeah, I just never see myself needing a C4 spike. So it's CSI New York. Yeah, that's the one with Lieutenant Dan. Um, the rebar is basically a PST reboot with saw, and the micro complements it well. Yeah. I like the micro too. That's the one with the scissors on it. The version with the scissors. Yeah, in fact, we were gonna go in on a deal with those. Yeah, Newhouse Lock and Key Boondock and I had found like a 3-pack of like refurbished ones. But when I went back to get it, they were all gone. Yeah, you could get like three micros for like 35 bucks, and they're usually like $50 a piece. Yeah, I would it, but it's not really. I could maybe if you'd have to modify it. I think in its original form, the C4 spike, yeah, I don't think it would really work too well as a Marlin spike. You'd have to like modify it. Yeah, yeah, official. Yeah, this is the Phobos Alaris right here. The CPM 3V. This one's black G10 liners with ivory white micarta. Yeah, man, this is my my slicey dicey julienne and do all my kitchen stuff for over like yeah, coming up on a year and a half now or something. I've had this one. Great, awesome knife. I'm getting better with it. It's yeah, I just don't have those culinary skills. I would love to be a better like kitchen knife cutter dude, you know, whatever the hell those skill sets are called, like more like a chef. So I'm not a chef. I'm the ghetto gourmet. Do you like a saw that cuts on the pull or the push? I like a saw that cuts on the pull because I use a lot of silky saws. Prior to that, I had used other stuff, whatever bow saws and the Baco Laplander. But I got into arborist work with a friend of mine that's a world champ arborist dude, and yeah, he introduced me to the Silky Zubot 330. Was the first silky saw I've used, and then I ended up using just about every silky saw on the market. And I by far think, well, it doesn't matter what I think. The silky saws have proven themselves to be the best on the market. If you look at who's who for the last 20 years plus, that's won any world championship arborist competitions and stuff. They're all using silky saws because they cut the best. So I would say yeah, a pull saw, definitely a silky. I could use a C spot. Yeah, Cannon, we're trying to keep it family friendly, man. You'll have to tell me what that's no, maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I just some things in life you're better not knowing. Maybe I just don't. Yeah, if you didn't state it right off the bat, I'm probably looking for trouble. Damn, I have to giggity myself for that one. Yeah, yeah, push saw can be rough on the wrist. Yeah, one arm bandit, that's a fact. Um, but yeah, I'm all about silky saws, even though they've gone up quite a bit in price over the past like year or two. Because yeah, for whatever reason, we know why, without getting political about it. But yeah, the silky saws are by far my favorite. It's like Phobos knives. I enjoy Phobos knives so much. I'll buy more Phobos knives if I want to buy knives, and for the most part, if I want to buy another saw, it'll definitely be another Silky. In fact, I've got to get the oh, what's it called? The Zubot Ultimate, which is their outdoor version of the Zubot 330. The Zubot Professional 330. The Ultimate is the outdoor version, kind of like they've got the Outback version. And I know when we were getting into it, John Greer was a guy I used to work with as an arborist, and he did a lot of work with Silky. And he recommended that they start doing a camping outdoor bushcraft version of it. And yeah, a few years later, they came out with the Outback version. So yeah. No cannon and no leatherneck I work with told me a joke for Pride Month. What do you call a gay Marine? Oh, here we go. Damn. Giggity, giggity. So yeah, yeah, definitely a pull saw. I and probably the folding pull saws. They pack away the best. Easy to carry. They've got stuff from like pocket sized all the way up to pack size that you can. Yeah, without getting into like the Katana Boy 500 or the Pro 550 or the 600, 650, whatever. Yeah, the 650, 700 now. Yeah, yeah, we're waiting on that punchline since like yesterday already. We're gonna forget what the joke is before you deliver the punchline. Timing is everything in comedy, isn't that true? It's like location is everything in real estate. Timing is everything with comedy. The punchline. Boondock, tell us already, man. Ready? Ready? Three, two, one. I don't know how to do it. We need a drum roll thing. We need one of those sound making machine things. or something. Um, yeah, the only downside to pull saws is you got to kind of like, oh, you gotta refine your technique a little bit to work with it. Um, because they can pinch up on you a little bit, but that's usually people trying to use like too small of a saw. Like they're trying to cut just something too large diameter for the saw to handle. And then yeah, that's usually when you end up with that tip snapping. You know, you'll snap the first few inches of the silky saw. But yeah, that's more for a misuse, like bad technique than design. Yeah, yeah, a little drum kit or something. I don't know. Maybe I could build something out of an Altoids tin, right? Um. Oh man, and rather than giving the punchline, he's like, "Sorry for the delay. I'm buffering with Starlink." Like, Boondock, you're hurting us bad, man. You're hurting us real bad. How's yeah? I guess the Starlink's not running. How is it running overall? Um, yeah, I've heard back and forth on that. I started doing some research on it, thinking I could do some like out in the middle of nowhere lives. But yeah, you need like a lot of read up. Oh, or yeah, or it's not showing me your message because YouTube doesn't like to share all the messages. Some of it's private. I hear everyone loves your singing, so just everyone does love my singing. I thought you were going to bed. Good thing we didn't start anything on fire yet. Um yeah, I thought you were going to bed. What happened to that plan? Yeah. Yeah, can't. Yeah, Can is right. Yeah, there's no punchline. Boondock, the punchline didn't go through. It must have buffered out or something. Yeah, I have it set 200 feet away in a field. My Wi-Fi connection to it is mid. Yeah, do you think that the larger dish would work better? I don't know how that works. Like, yeah, you've got the compact one. I wonder if the larger one would have any difference or yeah, how that works. I don't know. Yeah, what's the price for that red one? Oh, this one right here. Um, you can't buy this one. This is sorry, my man. Yeah, this is a custom one. This is a Phobos Tier One Mini Gen Two. And I've got a couple sets of scales for it. But yeah, you can get this one. This is the Tier One Mini Gen Three. These are available and on the market with like assorted. Like yeah, I've got both the PVD and the satin finish. You can get either, and there's a fairly large amount of like color variations for liners and scale sets and stuff. I think they run somewhere around 240 ish or so. Um, but yeah, yeah, and this one's not for sale. Um, yeah, this is kind of a set that I have here. Actually, really should have these scales on it with the red G10 liners, but um, yeah, yeah, Rob, Phobos, FOBOS, for operators by operators. They are out of Tennessee. It's a disabled veteran-owned company owned by Eric Hansen. Eric Hansen is a 22-year veteran of the U.S. Army. He served as an 18 Delta, which is a Special Forces medic, and now he's the design. He's the owner of Phobos. He's the designer, and yeah, outstanding knives, outstanding warranty. The fit and finish on everything he does is outstanding. Um, all right, all right, we got you that time, Boondock. We. I'm not sure if it added to the humor. I think it did. Yeah, I have good SAC connection, but no direct LOS as the dish is Yeah, yeah, definitely look him up. Get in touch with him. Eric Hansen, he's a great guy. I know him personally. Yeah, he's been a huge friend of the channel. Yeah, he's straightforward guy. I mean, like if you've ever dealt with any Green Beret type people before, yeah, he's in that category of yeah, he's just an outstanding gentleman. Easy to work with. Yeah, he actually cares about what like whether or not you're happy with your knife. Like when he made me the custom set, I received him a couple days later. I got a call from Eric. He's like, I got to know, man, are you happy with what you got? You know, that was his biggest concern. So yeah, outstanding gentleman. I'm fortunate to know him. So it did boot, and I'm gonna sub. Yeah, negative, no answer. Okay. Yeah, third is um, Miss P's a lot of jokes. Oh yeah, we got some jokes. We do. Like, oh yeah, for all the Marines out there, you know why the Navy lets Marines on their boats? Because sheep would be too obvious. It's so wrong. I'm waiting for occasionally we get somebody that comes in here and they're like, "You're not politically correct." It's like, yeah, I know, don't care. Um, that's absolutely priceless. Thanks, AO. Uh, it choked him 3 times, but it was worth it. Wait, what? Did I miss one? Um, yeah, if you're not politically correct, does this face look like it cares? Because it doesn't. Yeah, dude, I've had even at work, man, I've had some people come up crying to me about this, that, or the other thing, and I just don't want to hear it. So I'm like, oh well, now that you've told me, why don't you try telling somebody else? Because maybe they'll give a fuck. I don't. Um, yeah, it's just a Gen X thing. A lot of people just don't understand us. And then yeah, you kick in the military mentality with Gen X, and then my attitude problem I developed as a parachute rigger. Yeah, dude, I'm one messed up individual, and I do appreciate all you hanging out here with me. I know for a fact that at least half of you are equally as messed up. Some of you a little bit more, but we're not going to single out Cannon because you're not supposed to do that in modern society. But we're uh, we're here for the real deal. What? Lost a bulldozer, steel plate concrete, and a welder is cheaper. He does say that. Um, oh, I do say that. I've said that more times than I care to count because some people are just whiny little crybabies, and I just haven't the time for it. And yeah, it is what it is. We this channel is not for the thin-skinned. We do recommend that you leave your feelings at the door. And if you can do those two things, we're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm Oh, you're talking about the bulldozer, right? Chaos, the one that drove around town because they ripped him off or something. Yeah, one arm bandit. We're all we missed something. It's okay, man. We're not entirely all there, and it's good because I guess not everything has to be. It is what it is these days. But I'm not going out like that guy that did in Boulder, Colorado. I was not on the live. Sorry. Yeah, Cannon's ADD is kicking in. Cannon, you with us again, buddy? How's we haven't got the report. How's Mojo doing? Did you hook Mojo up with a treat? I'm gonna be honest, Cannon. I was gonna send some treats for Mojo, but I had no clue what to send, and probably it's a sensitive dog, and if you got the wrong thing, the wrong treat or something, it'd have an upset tummy, and we just can't have that. Unless I read all the backs of them, and none of them said it could cause explosive diarrhea. Because if it did, I would have bought those. I would. That's wrong. Imagine sending somebody dog treats knowing it's going to give them explosive diarrhea. It's like it's not my problem. I'm not all there either. A little light on the right side. Oh, one armed bandit. Did you see that? A cop pulled a woman over for having her phone out while she was driving. You know, it's illegal. And he says to her, he says, "I saw you holding in your right hand." And she doesn't have a right hand, man. She's like like half the arm, you know, like right about from the elbow down is gone. And she's like, "Oh, really?" Like that's how ridiculous. I saw you hold it in your right hand. He's like, "Hey, man, I don't have a right hand to hold it in." So, yeah, I hope he didn't even give her a warning after that one. He should just walk away feeling stupid. Like it's time for you to punch out, grab your donuts, and go home, buddy. Yeah, 5x5. Eat his helmet. um, who said he wanted a tank? I told him. Yeah, the people that say they're seen. Say, yeah, yeah. Well, that's one of the biggest jokes in society going on is like, yeah, you've got sane people pretending to act crazy, and then on the next level, you've got crazy people pretending to act sane. I'd like to think that we're in the latter of the crew. You know, we're all doing our best to just, you know, like, look at me, I celebrate normalcy or something, but really we don't. We're just, yeah, we're all just a little bit messed up. Some more so than others, but yeah, hey, we're all here. But we've got plenty of Gen Xers, we've got plenty of veterans, we've got weaponized sarcasm and an unlimited supply of fart jokes. And yeah, we've got two mascots on this channel, so we're moving up in the world. We got Mojo, who we're filing for joint custody with, and then we've got that stupid cat, because you don't have to love every mascot. Sometimes you got to have a mascot it's okay to hate, and that's how we're changing the world here at Bushcraft Rebooted. Um, the people that say there's, yeah, chaos. I was make up a sword bunny crap and I chewed it up. A month's supply of diarrhea-inducing pet treats and a Roomba. Don't fall for the trap, Cannon. I know now. I'm never going to be able to send Mojo treats. Cannon's going to be like, did you spike his treats with X-Lax Banjo? um, I I trained on the side. I trained Mojo to be a canine claymore. He's capable of explosive diarrhea. He just got to, we put a label on his ass that says "this side towards enemy," and he'll paint your legs. Um, is Boondock still here? Well, I do hold up to my nickname, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Miss Bushcraft, she's absolutely crazy. That's how we get along so well. Um, but the nice part is she's the perfect kind of crazy. She realizes when she's crazy, and then she'll like apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be crazy. It's like, oh, it just kind of happens sometimes. You just flip the bitch switch, right? Um, K9 Claymore has me rolling. You just That's yeah, we do. We need a proper mascot here. I'd love to get a Belgian Malinois, but I don't know if I've got that kind of energy in life anymore. I might have to stick with a German Shepherd. Um we have to remember Cannon's Roomba has a claymore on top. Um yeah, face towards enemy with the little Boom. Your trousers are wrecked, man. You're not going anywhere in public covered like that. Yeah, it's something out of a bad movie. But what could possibly go wrong? I don't know anymore. We're just gonna keep on keeping on doing the thing it is that we do. I'm here just cleaning up around camp. What's up? Oh, yeah, one armed bandit was trying to get in touch with you there, Boondock. Yeah, chaos. That's the next. What did we have to remember Cannon's room back? Yeah. All right, I read that one. Yeah, Miss B was so funny when I said, "Oh yeah, yeah." She's hysterical. Yeah, Mrs. B keeps me laughing. Um, yeah, I got a lab in a month. Big one is the better dog. Of course, they always are one arm bandit. Yeah, the I don't know. It depends on your lifestyle. If you're active and you want a dog to keep up, like yeah, I would need a larger dog just to keep up. Like the smaller dogs are just there's something about bringing a little Sheltie or something on a 20-mile hike. They just don't hold up as well. Oh, here we go with the Kazakhstan stuff again. No, I don't care. Not my problem, man. Go back. I don't want to. It's the United States of America is celebrating their 250th birthday here. The anniversary that we gained our independence, our official Independence Day. Yeah, I don't care about Kazakhstan. Not my problem. Go like yeah. Yeah, you're an absolute tool, buddy. I wonder what's your real channel? Where are you trolling from there, you tool? Big and stupid? Yeah, Big Tito, huh? No, what's your regular YouTube channel? What kind of Chinesium are you slinging? Chinesium flashlights, probably Chinesium knives. Um, oh, oh, yeah, Cannon's been to Kazakhstan. He wants to know is your sister still doing well? Um, Borat is from there, the movie, you know? Oh yeah, yeah, Borat. Welcome. Yeah, Borat's from Kazakhstan. Yeah, little third world turd hole. If Kazakhstan disappeared off the map, nobody would know or care. Yeah, I think Chaos is right on that one. We're not going to entertain that. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, we don't care. See, that's the whole thing. We know, like, Kazakhstan doesn't even have like satellite or anything, so we know you're like U.S. trolling somewhere, and you're just in here to troll. Let me guess, you're one of those garbage boutique knife guys. You import the Chinesium and then you change the China label and say it's some super. Well, you're supporting an American company, right? Yeah, I probably have a couple dozen kids in that country. Um, Kazakhstan make for glorious target range over Russia. For Russia, yeah. I think I found his real channel. It's called Buttholes and Bananas. You're not even pronouncing the country's name. Go, oh, yeah, sure I am. You know what? I don't care. But you're so funny, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, well, welcome to organized trolling. I wonder who it is, really. It's kind of sad though. That's the best thing you have to do in life is to go around and troll people. Like really, maybe if you just stop trolling, then you could get a girl to touch your special spot, which will probably never happen because you're probably some disgusting fat slob that sits in the basement all the time. Yeah, is that the country that they wanted its missiles more pointy? Um, yeah, yeah. Make the missiles more pointy. You backwards country bumpkins, the frost is still on your pumpkin. They eat the bananas for the shape, not the benefit. You lost in happy nose. Welcome to Kazakhstan. They probably eat the bananas sideways. They've been doing it for so long. Like, look at these skills. They moved on from bananas to eggplants, didn't they? Yeah, so did I. Yeah, Jinro Soju. That'll mess you up real quick, won't it, Cannon? I got proof the first time I drank Jinro Soju. I saved the receipts. Couldn't remember anything else, but I still got the receipts in my pocket. Soju, I'd rather be a backwards redneck. Yeah, yeah. He's just some undereducated twerp. He's probably one of those Democrat rejects that oh, let's just live a lifestyle of pathological lying and yeah, degenerate. The sad part is the trolls aren't even creative anymore. They're just run of the mill every day, just turd nuggets. But yeah, it is what it is. Wait, you're telling me that the pointy ones don't do more? Yeah, ground fog. You didn't know that, man? That's common knowledge, man. That's everywhere. We knew that stuff since back during, like, what was it, MySpace or something? Like, yeah. I prefer being a country bumpkin. Thanks for telling me something that I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be a country bumpkin too than chilling out in Kazakhstan, being a goat lover. They love their goats, don't they? When you divorce. Right, okay, yeah, yeah. And Kazakhstan is like they're marrying their cousins left, right, and center. And yeah, no, I never. And you must be thinking of like Ilhan Omar's brother, or one of them other like types of peoples, the northern Africans there, specifically people that are kneeling for Muhammad, believing in that Islam trash. Yeah, they're the ones that are marrying their cousins and stuff there, guy. Yeah, the missile must be pointy, so you can get around and blows up. I divorced your daddy. Yeah, I'm sure you did. So it's called a mobile home. Yeah, it's probably your mom's. Tell your mom I said hi. Yeah, Sojo, let's get off the subject of mothers because I just got off on yours. No, I probably didn't, man. I probably no. She's probably like fat and nasty. She got nothing but cottage cheese cheeks. Daddy, I hope you're not a transformer. Probably is. Wants to be a transformer. But yeah, you're done being a tool. So this is like just one of those scenarios where like we know daddy never told you he's proud of you. Mommy didn't love you properly. She never gave you a hug. You you fell in love with your cousins. That was probably your first kiss, and she didn't even want you. So yeah, yeah, you're just cruising around Kazakhstan with your goats. Because if you're a transformer, I'd be very good. Man, trolls nowadays are just another Friday night sausage fest for these boys. Yeah, yeah, we don't speak Herka Durka Al Shabali. Yeah, there's no Durka Durka here. Yeah, no. None whatsoever. So what do you do there on a Friday night, Mr. Sojo? You're clearly not at the club with all your girlfriends or whatever. So yeah, we may be having a social with a group of men. But you're the one pathetic the loser that came in here without a single friend, and you're gonna leave with no friends either. You're gonna go back to your miserable solitude life. Nobody cares, nobody loves you, nobody wants you. And yeah, if you were to keel over tonight, they probably wouldn't notice for weeks or months because just nobody cares about you. That's kind of an awkward position to be in life, I think. Yeah. To come in here and harass people that have friends and have a social life. And here you are, the highlight of your Friday is going around trying to mess with people that don't even care about you. Now, yeah, you could have come in here and made friends, but instead, this is probably like a long life story of yours. You've never had any friends. A girl is never going to touch your special spot, at least not for free. You're probably paying a tremendous amount of money. We're not even talking about $20 here. They probably want like four digits just to like even give you the time of day. You can't afford that, so you just chilling out in Kazakhstan with your goats. Um, yeah, so Joe, you should have really referred to yourself as a loot drop. Yeah, and in fact, with your kind of mental health issues, you can probably go to Canada and qualify for the MAID system. I'm just saying, think about it. Maybe it's worth the move. I'm sure the rest of society would support it and vote for that. But yeah, but I know that's not the case. You're not really from Kazakhstan. You've been in here before with your tool stuff. But yeah, you started bringing up specific things, trying to get me to say specific things. So yeah, you're probably one of those YouTube cult members, the gatekeepers. You think you own the internet because, you've been on here for years and your channel hasn't gone anywhere and you're out trolling with your alt account. Did it freeze? Um, no, I think it should still be going. I don't know. Sojo, when you fart, does it smell? I don't know. Who knows, man? We might have been kicked off the internet. Yeah, because everything zeroed out on my end. Yeah, chat rate zero, concurrent viewers zero. Yeah, it dropped out, and that's I don't know. That's what the gatekeepers do here. They do everything they can to destroy your channel because they're just underachievers. They can't make it without buying their subscribers with endless giveaways for Chinesium. Um, yeah, they still come out here and harass here. Yeah, they're a bunch of lying, thieving, good for nothing degenerates. Oh, Mrs. B still in the chat, so something's working. Um, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's probably just another one of those degenerates. See, that's why I don't go to Blade Show Atlanta because I know who some of these degenerates are, and I would have words with them, which would probably lead to more than words. So, yeah, I'm still here, bro. That goat humper isn't that lucky. Yeah. Turns out smoke grenades are awesome for mosquito control when the wind plays along. Oh, words of wisdom by Boondock. Yeah, so just pop smoke, get rid of the mosquitoes. are you using like full blown M18s or? Yeah. Politician wannabes, social justice warriors trying to tell the rest of us how to live, and meanwhile destroying the country one bit at a time. Um, yeah, Sojo's probably watching My Little Pony while smashing a bundle of bananas. Probably enjoying that bananas and rice. Isn't that the thing? Bananas and rice. Mm. So yeah, one of the people that Nick Shirley busted for the Leering centers. Um, I think they just got like 20 or 30 years. Definitely a low IQer. But yeah, they $4.6 million stolen from another Somali Leering center. Prosecuted, I believe the person got 30 years. Personally, I don't think the taxpayers should be paying all that for 30 years. I think they should fire up old Sparky and start blasting these people. Give them a little shock therapy that's unrecoverable from. And maybe these underachiever degenerates would stop illegally entering our country and robbing us. Because they're not stealing government money. Government money is taxpayers' money. We're the taxpayers, it's our money. So they're stealing our money. And that's why our infrastructure isn't getting worked on. Yeah, there's a whole lot of reasons. Um, yeah, they rip off Enola Gay smoke grenades for paintball and airsoft I picked up at a while. Oh, some of those work pretty good though, Boondock. There's some quality ones out there. Um, yeah, for paintball and yeah. In fact, a lot of paintball fields won't even let you use them because some of them work so well that the neighbors ended up calling the fire department every time they use them, even if they went around and said, "Hey, we're having an event. And we're gonna have some smoke devices there because I'm not sure if I can say smoke grenades. Well, we just did so." Yeah, smoke grenades, man. They would let all the neighbors know that, hey, we're having a big scenario game or something, and we're going to be lighting off some smoke grenades. But as soon as a couple smoke grenades get lit off, the fire department would come rolling in and have to sort it all out. So yeah, some of those are like really well powered. But yeah, man, and it's still hot here. It is still hot in New Hampshire. How's the weather doing where you guys are at? Yeah, it's currently it's saying 81 degrees. 81 degrees here in New Hampshire. That's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That should be like the hottest part, but um yeah, today was it's gonna cool down a little bit. Tuesday's gonna be the coolest day this week. It's 70 degrees. 70 degrees during the daytime is the high. and then 59 degrees is the low for the evening. But yeah, that's some decent weather. But yeah, today's hot. Tomorrow's going to be, it starts going down tomorrow. Like, yeah, 95 degrees was the high today, 90 degrees for Saturday, 86 degrees for Sunday, 81 degrees for Monday. Is Neil McKenzie still in here? These are temperatures you only dream of by, man. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that. I'm not trying to throw it in your face, Neil. I know how hot it gets where you live, man. It's like, yeah, he like 95 is the nighttime temperature if they're lucky. Oh, where was I? Man, I was a couple places out in the Southwest where even at like 1 o'clock in the morning, it was still 102 degrees. That's just insanity. Be nice, you might hurt his little Sojo feelings. Cannon, if I hurt Sojo's feelings, I'm probably gonna celebrate it. I just man, now is not the time for weak men. Now is the time for strong men. Uh oh, hey, Mean Bean Deneen with the thumbs up. How you doing, sunshine? Welcome to the chat. It's always good to see you. How yeah, how's your celebration weekend going? You got anything exciting planned? Yeah. Now is not the time for that. We need yeah, we need to stop with this oh, what's the best way to like yeah, enough with the sissy culture, the soft little feminine goofiness and stuff like that. Like, yeah, men need to stand up and be men and stand up for American values and rights and kind of do whatever it is we need to do. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, one thing we got to do is we got to maintain our Second Amendment rights because happy birthday, America. We're going to continue being America, and we've got the Second Amendment so that we're not getting overrun like everybody else is. Yeah, if they push too far, eventually, yeah, we're capable of pushing back. It's not going to be like they did in Iran. What was it like 35, 40,000 people the government took out in a few days because they were protesting and stuff. Now they might take some of us out, but at least we can return fire. Yeah, Alex. You know who was saying it long before Alex Jones though? Anybody ever listen to Rush Limbaugh back in the day, like in the '90s and stuff? I used to listen to some of his stuff, and like at the time, it was like, oh, conspiracy theory. There's no way that stuff's going on. But yeah, that stuff was going on. It's still going on, and it's like grossly exacerbated. Nappy headed hose. 97 in Texas. Good evening, Miss Deneen. Rawr. Oh, I don't know what the no, tell us how you're really feeling. I don't know what the green is that a green smiley face or you like a happy alien? Yeah, it's 80 degrees and yeah, like man, we gotta put an end to stuff that like is going on in like New York City. Like yeah, they're calling it democratic socialism, but it's really communism. And like Buffalo, New York, canceled their fireworks display, and the 250th, but they had time to put up a Somali flag, which some patriotic people, yeah, they went there sometime around dark 30 and took it down like they should, like we should. Yeah, they don't want to wave a U.S. flag, but they want to wave a Somali flag. Hey man, yeah, love it or leave it. If you're not happy with your life here in the United States of America, it's still a relatively free country. You're free to leave. You're not welcome here. And that goes for every single every one of them burqa wearing nutcases that tell us, oh, a dog is haram, eating pork is haram, alcohol is haram, gambling is haram. Well, not where we're at. Maybe where you came from, but maybe you should go back there if those are the rules you want to live by. Like they'll straight up tell us that they want to replace our constitution with Sharia. And yeah, as Americans, we're gonna tell them, "Fuck no, buddy. If you don't like the way we're playing the game, then go home. Like you came here, you assimilate to us. This is our house, our rules. If you don't like it, go back to where you came from." There's over no what is it, 55 or 57 Islam-based countries. They're more than welcome to go back. Please find a bridge. Yeah. Hey, Michael Johnson. I'd love to find a good bridge, man. Yeah, I love base jumping. It's a good time. But yeah, Oh, were you upset because I'm saying I'm speaking the truth about this Islam crap? Like, look at what's going on in Europe. We don't need that crap here. The two-tier system, I mean, it just continuously gets worse and worse, but it's the new core. We care how you delete people and how we do it. Michael, we really don't have time for you. Yeah. Yeah, you can go someplace else there, Michael. If you don't like what we're saying, you can just scroll away. The same thing with the Islamists that don't like our Constitution. If you don't like our Constitution, you're more than welcome to go home. And I find it like here's one of the big lies, like all the lies about the United States sucks, Americans are so racist, blah blah blah. If we are, then why is everybody like risking their life to come here? If the United States is that horrible and like we're that evil, why are so many millions and millions of people risking their life to come here? Probably because they're lying. America is an outstanding place to live still. We do need to fix a lot of things going on with the people working for us. I think that the politicians need to be reminded they work for us. We're not their indentured servants. We're not their pawns in a game. The politicians work for us, and yeah, it's about time we remind them of that. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The delusional. I can't say the S word because that's on the list of words you can't say here on YouTube. But yes, um, um, but yes, people that have reached a level of empathy that it works negatively. Yeah, we're trying to get creative here. So doing my best not to get shadow banned again. Because I need to make my 12 cents per thousand views. Um, Yeah, I just about lost it. One of my buddies was telling me this was quite a few years ago. But yeah, one of my active duty buddies who stayed in was telling me about the stress card that the army had. Like when somebody was in training, if they were too stressed out to cope with stuff, they would clip it on their pocket. Like we used to put our earplugs on, but that's completely different. But yeah, they would have a stress card that if they clipped it on, then none of the NCOs or cadre or anything were allowed to challenge them. It was kind of like the military's version of a cry closet. But yeah, we need to stop doing all that stuff. Like, yeah, people need to be reminded that the United States of America is a superpower. We're a country, not a charity. And yeah, we're not obligated to supply the world with everything they need. We need to take care of things back home, rebuild America. I could care less about the politicians and stuff like that, but yeah, we need to make America great again. And anybody who opposes America, anybody standing up saying that, like the Ilhan Omar type, where instead of like helping promote America, they're Somalia this and Somalia that. Well, if you love Somalia so much, then just go back there. We don't need you. And if anything, most of these people are net deficit on the country. The average Somalian throughout their lifetime costs the American people $1.1 million dollars. That's what they cost us. They contribute nothing. They deserve nothing, and they don't deserve to be here. Um, yeah, is it different stress card for combat or today? I don't know about that. That was just for training ground fog. I don't know how they work that stuff in combat. That's like past my time. Um, yeah, Aloha Snack Bar. Everybody, please enjoy a pulled pork sandwich tomorrow. Definitely throw some bacon on it, for extra flavor, because bacon is like candy for carnivores. And enjoy some time with your canine friend because we love dogs. Dogs are not haram. I can't believe they tried doing that. Like of all stuff, like yeah, no doubt in the United States of America, a canine is man's best friend. It's well known that way. Even corgis, right, Cannon? Right, even corgis, right, Cannon? We love all our canine friends. And then you've got a group of people telling us we can't have dogs. It's haram. We got to get rid of dogs. Like, no, man, we're gonna get four dogs and we're gonna have them poop on your yard. I got a bottle of bacon flavored vodka. Nice chaos. Bacon flavored vodka. I would try that especially with a pulled pork sandwich. Absolutely. Yeah. You're you got to speak up last month. Your month is over, dude. I bet you're another yeah, you're probably just another troll. Yeah, yeah, Cannon. You tell him your month is over. Like that's how that we need to get rid of that too. Like, yeah, if we're gonna have if we're gonna give an entire month to the alphabet people, we need to give an entire month to to our combat veterans and stuff. You know, that's just repulsive. They're just slapping us in the face, seeing what they can get away with. Like, yeah, I'm done dealing with yeah, the woke trash is woke trash. Call it as you see it. America doesn't need it. Yeah. It's just, and it's being force fed everywhere. That's where it is. It's not, it's just nonstop. I'm not sure if I can, which of those words I can. Sorry, guys, I'm not stuttering on purpose. I'm just trying to figure out what words I can and can't say. I'm trying to behave here a little bit sometimes for at least, if I'm doing a 2 hour live, I should behave for at least 2 or 3 minutes, I guess. I don't know. Not that I should care. But, I'm not putting up with, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the being force fed that stuff, and it's all over the television, all the movies that are coming out, like, or all the gender swapping and race swapping that they do. Like, yeah, the Helena Troy became the Helena Detroit now. Little what's her name there? Little friggin' 5 foot, 85 pound girl is now Achilles or some crap like that. Like, all that stuff's got to stop. At no point was the king of Norway a black woman. But hey, I think we should do fair bouts, fair play. Isn't that what they say, right? So I think what we should do is we should get Adam Sandler to star as Shaka Zulu or something like that. Rob Schneider, he can be Martin Luther King. That would be great, wouldn't it? So I'm sure if we started doing the reverse psychology thing on them, and like gender and race swapping everybody's culture, I'm sure if we did it to them, they'd flip out. Bloody Marys, yeah. No Kool Aid in my house, yeah. I'm not. It's yeah. So I mean, what more can you really do? We got to call an end to it somehow, though. Like, yeah, no more weak men making decisions. They're not even men at this point. Most of them are just, glorified little girly boys or something, whatever we want to call them. But yeah, yeah, as men, we need to speak up and not tolerate it, not finance this stuff. Yeah, make sure you don't watch any of their woke movies. Not like I'm not paying for anything from Hollywood ever, never again. No, man. Um, yeah, Roseanne Barr is Harriet Tubman, who's in. Yeah, that I would go see Ground Fog. I would watch that movie. Yeah, Roseanne Barr is Harriet Tubman. Some of the memes and stuff out on this stuff is next level priceless. Like, yeah, people know what's going on, and they try to convince us that it's a majority. The fact is, the majority of people are working hard trying to make ends meet and just surviving life. So they don't have the unemployed EBT behavior time to go out and just, like, or we just, it's stupid. I don't know. Me, I'm in. Yeah, Cannon's like, we're getting front row tickets to that. Yeah, we could, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff we could do with that. Um, Cannon, who would you play? No, we could do a whole other movie with Cannon. Cannon could play Michael Jackson or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, that's 47 flavors are wrong. Cannon, I'm actually sorry for that one. I don't know why. I think it was more like the voice thing or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I just picture Cannon playing Michael Jackson with a Mike Tyson voice to it. But I've actually talked to Cannon, so I guess it's if you haven't heard Cannon talk, he's not. He sounds the exact opposite. If you've ever heard like your classic like Marine, that's Cannon. Like the more you talk to him, the more you realize he is our token jarhead for a reason. Disney can choke on a bag of bananas. They can. Disney's so broken, man. And now they got like Disney credit cards. People are going into debt. Like they're going to Disney for a week and they're spending like 10, 15, $20,000 just to diddly bop around with the mouse. Oh, in Florida it's called the mouse. A lot of people work for the mouse. You know, especially if you're in the Orlando area at all. There's a huge amount of people that work for it. I'm looking at getting a Phobos. Are the carbon fiber scales worth the price, and how do they feel? I like Micarta, so I do fine with it. That's my main hang up. Um, the carbon fiber, dude, yeah. There is a noticeable weight difference between the carbon fiber and the micarta. It's a high grade carbon fiber. You still have good traction. Like that was one of the things I thought with carbon fiber is that it was going to be slick or something, or it's going to be, yeah, just I don't know how to explain what I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely better than what I thought it was going to be. My first carbon fiber scales were this on the Spyderco Sage 5 CF. And it was at that point I fell in love with the carbon fiber scales. And then I already had this calculator. This is double black micarta. But yeah, man, are the carbon fiber scales worth it? Yes, because I want to get carbon fiber scales on my Tier 1 Mini Mini. I want to get carbon fiber scales on my Tier 1 Mini. I want to get carbon fiber on my Tier 1 BC. I have carbon fiber on a calcula. So yes, it is 100% worth it. There is a slight weight difference. It's great. It's still, I think it's got a little bit better grip than G10. I mean, not G10 micarta. And definitely better than G10. G10, in my opinion, always tends to be a little bit slick. But yeah, the only stuff that I'm not putting carbon fiber on is this Gen 2 Tier 1 Mini, which is a custom, and this Tier 1C, which is this was sold as like a custom set that Eric Hansen made for me directly. But yeah, dude, yeah, absolutely. He uses a high-end carbon fiber. Yeah, 110%. If you're on the fence, yeah, definitely get the carbon fiber, but I want to remind you that this is America's 250th birthday. It's our Independence Day as well. So I would treat myself to both. I'm just saying, you know, I would get both for sure. Um, but yeah, let me get caught up on the comments here. Yeah, did you have any other questions about Phobos knives? I've got just about everything. I still need to get the Combat Tomahawk. That's on my list. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I like predominantly 95% of the time use Phobos knives now. Except for a folder. They don't have folders yet, so I've got my Spyderco Sage 5 CF, and that's what I carry as an EDC folder. One day we need, yeah, we do. Well, yeah, honey, that's what I've talked about. I want to buy some land and have it set up so that, you know, we can bring groups of people out just to camp and do some bushcrafting and have some fun. I'm actually on the fence whether to go with the black coating on the blade as well. Seems like it holds up okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit special blend there of the PVD coating. Yeah, I'd say it's PVD and DLC are kind of on the same page. You know, like you've got like paint and powder coat, and then you've got DLC and PVD, and then you get into like your Cerakotes and stuff. But I for one, I like the PVD. It holds up great. I mean, as long as you're not like, you know, cutting steel I-beams and stuff with it. I like it's some added corrosion resistance. Depends on which knife you're getting. Which one did you say? I'm looking at getting a Phobos. Yeah, so like if you get like a Calcula or like a Tier 1 BC, yeah, you're most of it's like stainless steel, so like yeah, the PVD definitely adds to the corrosion resistance no matter what. So it's a win-win. When I buy my land, I want to, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, Chaos. Oh, the Mini Mini? Yeah, that's CPM 154 CM. Yeah, I would definitely get the PVD coating. PVD coating with carbon fiber is going to be, yeah, most of the carbon fiber I think that's out there is red G10 liners. So yeah, that's going to be a banger. That's actually exactly what I want to do with this one is put the carbon fiber scales on there. But yeah, this with carbon fiber is going to be a banger. Like yeah, the whole set with carbon fiber is awesome. Yeah, can yeah, the PVD coating holds up way better than Cerakote. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not slashing prices. I don't sell anything, my man. This is just my personal set here. And yeah, what I do. I am friends with the owner of Phobos Knives, Eric Hansen. He's an outstanding gentleman. And I like promoting his business. He's a disabled American veteran. Eric Hansen served in the U.S. Army for 22 years as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. This is his retirement hobby dream job. He loves what he does. He makes knives, and it's just outstanding to get the message out there. It's what I've been using Phobos knives since like 2019. So long before I started YouTube, I was involved with Phobos knives. And yes, it is part of my channel, but I receive yeah, there's no affiliate links. There's no no links to click. Yeah, just go ahead and Google that shit and find what you want to buy. I do what I do because I like what I do, and that's I think the best way to do it. So, oh, right on. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Yeah, I'm still working on. I'm still building more. I really enjoy Phobos knives. There's some other stuff that I want to do with Phobos knives before I move on to anything else. Um, but yeah, like they say, if you're gonna have a good time on YouTube, do stuff that you enjoy doing, have conversations that you enjoy having conversations about, and yeah, the rest will find its way. My grandfather used to say that, you know. Um, my grandfather would tell me if you're passionate about something and you pursue your passion, don't worry about success; it'll catch up to you eventually. So he's been right so far. So I just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, chaos. I let everyone know. I saw in an interview with him that he's got Parkinson's. How's he holding up? Lost my mother-in-law this year. Horrible disease. Yeah, and that's where some of the lack of communication comes in with me and Eric is yeah, he's dealing with Parkinson's. It absolutely sucks. Like that's one of those things. Bad things happen to good people, you know. I had a friend of mine that I had apprenticed under. He was a master parachute rigger, and I watched the last few years that he had Parkinson's. And as a parachute rigger, he was unable to use his hands, so he spent a lot of time with me, teaching me a lot about parachute rigging. He definitely helped me develop as a master parachute rigger, which was awesome. And I know that it gets in the way of Phobos knife sometimes. Eric does deal with Parkinson's, and it's like most things. He has his better days and he has his not so good days, but definitely wishing him the best of days. He's been like he's an outstanding gentleman. He's one of the people. When my final days come, he'll definitely be in the top five of all people I've met in my entire life. Outstanding gentleman. I'm proud to have known him. Yeah, and that's why yeah. He's dealing with Parkinson's, so yeah. Every Friday night for like a year and a half now, a little over a year and a half. I've done a Phobos Friday pretty much every Friday night ever since, and that's why is he's an outstanding gentleman. He's helped me out on the channel, and beside that, personal stuff. I've had some outstanding personal conversations with the guy, so yeah, I enjoy Phobos knives, and yeah, we do this every Friday. The guys that regularly show up here, yeah, we have some vague and general conversation, whatever. We're always having a laugh. But yeah, whenever it comes time to talk about Phobos knives, that's what we're here to do. That's what I do. And like I said, there's no affiliate links. I don't get a commission, whatever. I just give my experience, and yeah, if it's something you want to buy, then yeah, check it out. You can go right to phobos.com, which is what I recommend. Cut out the middleman and everything. Or yeah, find what else is out there on the market. Yeah, Will, the red knives. Yeah, yeah, that's actually I'm like, oh, the red knife. Yeah, I usually don't have these scales on here. This is a separate set of scales. These are red and black G10 with white G10 liners. That's one set of scales. The set of scales that really goes with this set is these. These have red G10 liners with chocolate brown scales. This is the sheath that goes to this knife. But I've also got the Tier 1C, which this usually gets piggybacked on here. Kapow. And then the Tier 1C goes in the back. And then the Gen 2 on here. That's how this is usually set up. If anybody's interested in doing this, all you do is the Scout. This is the Scout carry straps. There's usually one up top and one at the bottom. You know, Scout carry. If you take the top one, there's a second set of grommets down here, and I alternate them, kind of like carabiners alternating gates. Any rock climbers out there will get what I'm talking about. You've got them both going through, and then through the belt sheath, the belt loop on the sheath. You run them through opposing. You can do it. You can do it all night long. Well, however long it takes you. It might take you all night. I don't know. Maybe it's your first time. If it's your first time, then it's like 30 seconds, right? No. I don't know. Anyhow, back to the knife sheath. So, yeah, then you just go ahead and cross these over like so. Bada bing, bada boom. Kapow. And then we've got our piggyback knife sheath. That's how simple it is. It's so simple, even you can do. Except for maybe Cannon will help you with the big words. Don't worry, brother. It's all about teamwork here. Why do you always pick on him? Because I can. I'm going to end up... Cannon and I are talking about getting together in October. I'm going to have to wear a helmet. I know he's going to slap me upside the head at least once or twice. Oh, no, I don't make them. No, man. Not my thing at all. These are made by FOBOS Knives. Eric Hansen out of Tennessee. And yeah, that's what we were just talking about. I'd like to make them, but it's not really my thing. I can make stuff. I can make wingsuits and parachutes and base jumping harness container systems and a lot of things like that. But yeah, I'm a knife maker. I'm a user and I'm an abuser. Anyhow, I don't abuse my knives too much actually, but yeah, did I hear you say bacon knives? Same thing as B. It'd be great to have a nice dinner with everyone. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to make knives. I'd even like to do a collab with Phobos Knives at some point or somebody. Um, yeah, Crab Castle Forge. I've been checking out some of his stuff, guys. For those that are geeking out on knives, he's making knives. North Carolina, right? If I recall. Yeah, North Carolina, right? Um, I'm doing my best, man. I'm getting old. I don't think my memory's going yet, but I got enough gray hairs where if I say I forgot that stuff, then people believe me. So. Yeah, Cannon, I'll look into it and drop you a link. I lived in Concord most of my life, so I know the area pretty well. Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, some people actually last 30 seconds. I need up my game. I know, right? Yeah, and in the 40-yard dash, it's all about how quick you can be. You try to you take that same game to the bedroom, and all of a sudden, it's like you're a loser. Um, well, here's how I get myself in trouble on YouTube. Whatever. I don't care. I might as well. I'm only gonna make like 8 cents for this video, so we'll get it demonetized. Why do women fake orgasms? Who gives a fuck? Oh no, you're going straight to hell for that one, Ricky Bobby. Um, it's kind of like what's the other joke that gets me in trouble all the time? I might as well throw that one out there too. It's not as foul, but yeah, why's a bride's dress white? Well, of course you want your new dishwasher to match your stove and refrigerator. That's how I know Mrs. B loves me, because she puts up with that stuff. She doesn't. She understands it's humor. It's a joke. Get over yourself already. I know somebody's out there going like, "You said what?" Somewhere there's a Karen pulling her blue hair out, it's not running down her septum ring. I can't believe he just said that. Yes, I forget you're from New Hampshire. Um, Cannon, that hotel is a stumbling distance for Bushcraft's house. Um, Because all the movement makes knitting difficult. Oh, yeah, some people actually. Oh, yeah, Cannon, I just Googled it. There's 2 hotels on Main Street and one on Pleasant Street. Yeah. Is there? I didn't even know that. My dishwasher broke. I divorced it. Yeah, why are divorces so expensive? Because they're worth it. Um, yeah, getting divorced is like playing or yeah. Oh no, how's that work? Oh, I forgot that joke. How's that go? Yeah, well, like country songs are the best when you play them backwards. When you play a country song backwards, you get your dog back, you get your money back, you get your house back, you get your girlfriend back. Um, yeah. The downside is the dishwasher took half your stuff. I know, right? Yeah, they gotta change those laws. Like, yeah, the family court thing needs some serious revision. But yeah, I think we got way too much of the demon rats up in there making decisions for us. That's the problem. Yeah, there's way too many of those. Yeah, like and they're trying to figure why aren't younger people getting married and stuff. It's like who wants to enter a contract where one person is favored and given half of everything every time? Like, yeah, one person is rewarded for breach of contract. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so what else have we got going on? Yeah, tomorrow's a big day. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having barbecue, beer, barbecue, burgers and dogs, ribs and pulled pork. Um, yeah, some of the good stuff, right? Cannon, if we stay in the same hotel, you have an escape room. If you drop a load in the dishwasher, she magically stops making irritating noises. Oh, there's yeah, that's like why are bicycles better than girlfriends? Yeah, your bicycle doesn't complain when you ride another bicycle. Um, yeah, what else have we got going on? I think we're getting towards the end here. That's a plus. I'll be able to hide. Um, yeah, guys, but we're gonna wrap this one up. We're definitely well over the 2 hour mark by a smidge, but that's okay. We're having a good time. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow. I'm gonna see how the weather is. If it's like just hot and stupid, I think it's gonna get better though. Who knows? Maybe it'll cool off a bit. Maybe I'll be up because of the heat, and I'll do another one of those insomniac socials or something at 2 a.m. Who knows? Anything's possible. We've done crazier things here. But yeah, hey, thanks everybody for hanging out. We definitely appreciate all of you. Thanks to all the channel members for helping support this channel. Thanks for all the channel moderators because, well, you guys are having fun like sniping trolls anyhow. So, but we appreciate you for keeping the trash out of the comment section as much as possible, unless we're roasting them because that's fun too. But yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody here, all the new subscribers, because we've definitely gotten bumped up in that category in the past month or so. We appreciate everybody here. We're constantly working towards making some better content. Meanwhile, keeping it original and keeping it, hey, it's just us, right? Whatever the hell we decide to do is what we're doing. So we'll move forward with that. It's not about the destination; it's about the journey. But yeah, hey, things are getting crazy out there. Be careful, guys. Keep your head on a swivel. Situational awareness is everything. Stay alert, stay alive, and by all means, guys, stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one.